Hey everyone, and a massive, warm welcome back to the channel. To every single person watching this right now, wherever you are in the world, I am sending you the biggest, most positive vibes. I truly hope you're feeling fantastic, happy, and most importantly, healthy today. Take a deep breath, relax, and get ready for a journey into the ocean to meet one of the most alien-like, fascinating, and utterly confusing creatures right here on our own planet. Now, I want you to think about what makes an animal, well, an animal. We have brains that think, hearts that pump blood, a central body plan with a clear front and back. It's how we're built, and it's how most creatures we know are built. But what if I told you that one of the most recognizable animals in the sea, the starfish, completely shatters every single one of these rules? What if I told you that this beautiful, five-armed creature has no brain to think with, no blood flowing through its body, and can actually see with its entire skin? It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, a being from another world, but I promise you, it's the absolute truth. The starfish, or sea star, is a living paradox, an animal that redefines what it means to be alive. It's a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering that operates on a system so foreign to our own, it's almost unbelievable. So, how does it live? How does it move, eat, or even survive without these things we consider so fundamental? Let's dive deep into the incredible, head-scratching biology of the starfish. To really grasp how wild this is, we have to start with what a starfish is not. Let's talk about the brain first. We, and most animals, have a central command center. Our brain is like a supercomputer that receives signals from all over the body, processes them, and sends out orders. A starfish has nothing like that. There is no central brain nestled in its body. Instead, it has a completely different setup, a nerve ring that circles its mouth and a nerve running down the center of each arm. Think of it not as a centralized government with a capital city, but as a network of small, interconnected towns, each with its own local government that can communicate with its neighbors. This is called a decentralized nervous system. Each arm has its own set of nerve cells that can sense its environment, control its movement, and even make basic decisions independently. This is why a starfish arm that has been severed can sometimes grow a whole new body, because the instructions for being a starfish are written into the nerves of each arm, not stored in one vulnerable central location. It's a brilliant survival strategy. A predator can't kill it by attacking its head because it doesn't have one. This system allows a starfish to coordinate its movements in a beautifully synchronized way without a single CEO in charge. It's a lesson in distributed intelligence and teamwork that would impress any modern engineer. Now, let's talk about the blood, or rather, the stunning lack of it. Our bodies are powered by a complex circulatory system. Our heart pumps iron-rich blood through a network of arteries and veins, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every single cell. A starfish has no heart. It has no blood. It doesn't even have the kind of blood cells we recognize. So, how on earth does oxygen and nutrition get to its cells? The answer is one of the most ingenious systems in the natural world, the water vascular system. This system is unique to a group of animals called echinoderms, which includes starfish, sea urchins, and sand dollars. The starfish uses seawater as its lifeblood. It has a small, sieve-like plate on the top of its body called a madreporite. This is its water intake valve. It draws seawater in through this plate, and from there, the water is circulated throughout its entire body through a series of canals. This water isn't for drinking. It's for powering its entire hydraulic-operated body. The most visible part of the system are the hundreds of tiny, suction-cupped tube feet on the underside of each arm. Each tube foot is like a tiny water-powered syringe. The starfish can contract muscles to force water into a tube foot, making it extend and grip onto a surface. To release its grip, it relaxes the muscle, and the foot retracts. This is how it moves, with a graceful, gliding motion that seems to flow over rocks and sand. This same seawater, circulating through its body, also helps to distribute dissolved oxygen from the water directly to its cells and carries waste products away. It's a breathtakingly efficient and elegant solution, using the ocean itself as its circulatory system. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. Let's talk about how it eats, because that's a horror movie scenario all by itself. Many starfish are ferocious predators, often feeding on bivalves like clams and mussels. Their favorite meal is protected by a strong, sealed shell. So, how does a brainless, bloodless animal get inside? It doesn't pry it open with strength. It uses patience and a bizarre anatomical trick. The starfish will use its powerful arms and tube feet to latch onto the shell and exert a steady, relentless pull. It might hold on for hours, slowly tiring out the clam's muscle that keeps the shell shut. Once it creates even a tiny gap, the starfish does something unbelievable. It turns its own stomach inside out. That's right. It has the ability to evert its stomach, push it out of its own mouth and right into the tiny opening of the clam's shell. It then secretes powerful digestive enzymes that liquefy the clam's soft body inside its own shell. The starfish then slurps up the pre-digested soup, retracts its stomach back into its body, and leaves nothing behind but an empty shell. It's a gruesomely effective way to eat, and it's all done without a brain to coordinate the action. It's a pre-programmed, instinctual process that is just as effective as any strategy devised by a brainy predator. And just when you think it can't get any stranger, we have to talk about its senses. Without eyes like ours, how does it see? Well, research has shown that many starfish have compound eye spots at the tip of each arm. These aren't eyes that form detailed images, but they're incredibly sensitive to light and dark, allowing the starfish to detect shadows and movement, often the shadow of a potential predator. Furthermore, its entire skin is a sensory organ, covered in cells that can detect chemicals in the water, helping it smell its way to food or sense danger. Its tube feet are also incredibly sensitive to touch. So, while it doesn't have a brain to create a picture of the world, it is constantly receiving a flood of information from its entire body about its surroundings, allowing it to navigate its environment with a surprising level of sophistication. The starfish is a powerful reminder that there is no single blueprint for life. Evolution has found countless ways to solve the problems of movement, feeding, and survival. The starfish's way is just profoundly different from our own. It shows us that intelligence doesn't always require a central brain, that a circulatory system doesn't require blood, and that you can be a successful, complex animal without a head, without a heart, and without the very things we often think are essential. It's a creature that challenges our assumptions and inspires a sense of wonder about the incredible diversity of life on Earth. So, the next time you see a starfish in a tide pool or an aquarium, don't just see a simple, pretty shape. See a biological marvel. See an animal that moves with water, sees with its skin, eats with its stomach on the outside, and thrives with a network of nerves where a brain should be. It is, without a doubt, one of the most successful and alien organisms we share our planet with, and it has been thriving for hundreds of millions of years, all without a single thought or a single drop of blood.